let's go back to the Calgary Flames unless we want to discuss this trade.
No. Okay, great. The Rangers get a depth guy because they have something Lucian's playing. Cool. Yeah, no, good move. They needed another depth guy. Um, yeah, maybe it's time for Daryl Sutter to go.
Maybe. I don't know.
Listen, can I just say something about the tweet?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not going to criticize Allan Walsh for tweeting. This isn't a critic. He can do whatever the hell he wants. I don't
great
care.
Content.
It's great
stuff.
content. Am I the only one who looks at this as a massive distraction to the team? I get they won yesterday. That's super cool. Is that not a distraction for the team?
I mean, was it not a
is.
distraction when Marc-Andre Fleury or when Allan Walsh did the same thing about Marc-Andre
Yes, it
Fleury?
was. Yeah, it was.
No, of course.
The
Yeah,
sword.
it's awful.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. I just didn't understand why that wasn't a topic of discussion.
I'll
That
give him
sword-
credit though
Yeah.
for protecting his clients, or actually being in their best interest, but in an extreme way.
Do you think that really protected his client? I mean this because from my perspective it is, and listen, I don't know the agent game. I'm just looking at it completely as an outsider. When you tweet something like that, and when you tweet something like you did with Marc-Andre Fleury, you are directing all the attention to your client. What was the most talked about thing in Calgary the other day?
That tweet.
Jonathan
Huberdeau.
and his lack of production in Calgary. Yes, Daryl Sutter was brought up, but let's go through the comments. Let's go see what people have been saying about Jonathan Huberdeau lately, because they haven't been great things. And it's not all his fault. Let's talk about Daryl Sutter. Sorry, I don't mean to go on a tangent, but
that's fine. Go ahead.
It's a distraction for Jonathan Huberdeau. He was asked about this yesterday. That's my thing. But Daryl Sutter, I don't know. To me, it seems like it's a lack of, not change, compromise. You have to see that this isn't the same team as last year, right? That's what this comes down to.
A lot of moving pieces there, right? That we've talked about it in our off-season preview, that there's just so much going on in Calgary, that there is the talent. There are the ability of this team to, recoup what they lost in trades and free agency, but that previous group was together for so long and they were crucial pieces. So I kind of agree with that there just hasn't been that same chemistry we saw before.
When people are like, the music today is not as good as it used to be. I think that's Daryl Sutter when he looks at the Calgary Flames. Man, we were really good with Johnny Gaudreau and that. Make it work! Make it work, man! Your defensive core is nasty! It took you how long to finally go with Dan Vladar? Come on, make it work! Make it work, my man! You're not being paid all this money, and it's just the thing about attention being on him. You think Daryl Sutter's going to be any kinder or give any more leeway to Jonathan Huberdeau now?
No,
of course not. You think Daryl Sutter cares what Allan Walsh is going to tweet? No. He's at that age where he doesn't care. He can go back to his farm wherever he lives, and he's not going to blink about this twice if he gets fired. Oh man, the Flames are starting to get to that point where it's kind of like how I feel about Alex Kerfoot when I'm just trade him already because I'm sick about hearing about this. I'm starting to get to the point where Daryl Sutter, when I don't want him around anymore because I'm just the bit's gone stale. About his those old videos of him just being that dry humor stuff. No, come on. The greatest coaches in the league now are guys like Rod Brindamore, who's like this your happy uncle. Daryl Sutter's not that. He's a grumpy grandpa. Sorry, not. I just think the Flames need to. I don't know if they're going to fire him, but everyone knows about the thing with the owner and how much you like. I don't know what they're going to do, but I think it's safe to say that this relationship probably shouldn't continue. It's not fruitful anymore. They're just keeping. It's like staying together for the kids, but at this point, the kids are adults. They're past college or whatever. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
I think his brand of coaching and like the way I'm seeing it is it's like lightning in a bottle, right? And I'm looking back on the success the Flames had before with Iginla. And then I'm looking also at the LA Kings that they were able to be so dominant for that one window with Daryl Sutter, but then what happened after that? That the message wasn't the same anymore. So like I don't know, this Calgary reached a point with him already that that magic is not there anymore.
That's a possibility. Like just to go back to Adam's point about like what the best coaches in the league do, there's a there's a level of adapting that's done. Like you don't get the same cast of characters on every team. Like go look at listen, I'm going to use John Cooper. I can use Jared Bednar too. Like go look at the change of players on a constant basis on those two teams. They're not the same. Now, I think the difference between those two teams and the Calgary Flames are, listen, the stars changed. No more Kachuk, no more Goudreau, bringing in Kadri and Huberdeau. Like, yeah, I understand it's a different group, but the same time, you have to adapt. Like there has to be some adaptation here. Like you can't play the same style with different groups of players. You can miss Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk all you want, but at the end of the day, they're not coming back. This is the group of guys you can have. You can make. You know who made shots at management before? Mike Babcock. Yeah, where. That was the
yeah, exactly.
Right, but for different reasons. But like that, him making shots at taking shots at management did not help him. Him running out Patrick Marleau in the last 2 minutes of a playoff game did not help him.